I can't stop eating.
Everywhere you look, it seems like the only solution for losing weight is by dieting. But most diet plans are restrictive, boring, and incredibly difficult to sustain over time. Could there actually be another way other than tracking your calories and macros, or avoiding carbs, or eating unsatisfying, tasteless, boring, bland foods in amounts that never truly leave you feeling full and satisfied? Most other trainers and gym owners would say yes, you absolutely need to hop on a structured diet plan to lose weight. But I say no, and don't just take my word for it. Use your own reasoning to see that dieting has only been around for less than 200 years, and it only became popular in the mid-1800s with one of the very first well-known diet plans known as the Banting diet, which was essentially one of the very first low-carb diets. Since then, the diet industry has exploded. There are now hundreds, if not thousands, of different diet plans for you to choose from, as well as billions of dollars in the fitness and dieting industry. However, since the 1800s, obesity has grown just as much as the diet industry has. What I'm saying is that before the concept of dieting even existed, there were exponentially more people that were in shape, maintaining a healthy weight their whole lives. In fact, the rise in the diet industry almost matches the rise in obesity rates. This simple fact proves that dieting in its restrictive, overstructured form is not necessary to maintain a healthy weight, nor is it necessary to get to a healthy weight. So does this mean that we could just ignore your diet altogether? No, because there's no denying that what you eat and how much you eat are probably the most important factors that contribute to how much you weigh and what your body composition is. Since your diet is one of the most important factors, I'm not going to give you cheap little tricks that simply won't work, like using a body wrap or drinking lemon water or eating your meals slower. Instead, in today's video, I want to teach you how you can actually lose weight and have a proper diet without dieting. And you can be sure that these simple changes I'm about to share, although they may not be as attractive as the idea of a magic pill, unlike magic pills, they do actually work. The first way is one of the most powerful ways to maintain a healthy weight long term, and that's by not focusing on dieting and instead focusing on nourishing. Diets usually call for you to take something away or to restrict. On the other hand, eating to nourish your body involves taking steps to give and add to your diet. Restrictions lead to cravings for exactly what it is that you're restricting. Having a proper diet without actually dieting involves eliminating all restrictions, and instead of restricting, you should be prioritizing. Ice cream should not be a high priority when trying to nourish the body. Instead, single ingredient natural sources of carbs, proteins, and fats should be your main priority. Foods that grow from the ground and come from the earth, single ingredient foods are naturally filling, naturally high in volume while being low in calories, and they're easier for your body to break down and use. This is why being overweight was very uncommon before processed food became readily available. This man-made food, which is now everywhere all around us, is stripped of most of its nutrients, and those nutrients are replaced with additives and flavor enhancers. Consistently eating this food degrades the natural balance between our appetite, our fullness, our hormones, and the amount of total calories we eat, as well as how well our body can use the types of calories that we do wind up eating. So, don't restrict yourself from eating tasty foods, but only allow yourself to eat these foods after you've satisfied your hunger with natural, single ingredient foods. This means that every meal of yours should be loaded with healthy, single ingredient foods that you can find in the outside aisles of your grocery store. These foods will eliminate your hunger, reset your taste buds, and significantly lower your desire for the processed foods that lead to weight gain. When you're full, you won't want the junk food that you were desperately craving when you were hungry. And if you do want it, you'll want significantly less, allowing you to manage calories without ever having to even track them. This brings us to the second way to lose weight without a strict diet, sticking primarily to the most filling foods. The most filling foods are vegetables, protein, slow digesting, high fiber carbs, and healthy sources of fat. Vegetables take up a lot of volume in your stomach while costing very few calories. So make an effort to eat vegetables before starting your main meal, even if you don't want to. Protein is also very filling, and slow digesting carbs as well as healthy fats slow down the rate at which your food travels through your digestive system, helping you feel fuller for longer. When you feel full, you don't have to spend all day fighting a battle with your hungry mind. Eat these 4 things when you get hungry, and then wait 15 minutes before moving on to whatever it is that you truly thought you were craving, because after those 15 minutes, I can guarantee you that your hungry mind will become much more silent. Next, you'll want to reset your natural fat-burning hormones. Just by eating real food, you'll be making huge progress towards resetting your body's natural hormones. But by also throwing in a few days a week of weight training, you'll boost testosterone levels, increase your growth hormone, and increase insulin sensitivity. Without a balanced hormonal profile, it becomes almost impossible to burn fat and keep it off. Weight training is the only activity that creates hormonal changes in the body that help both men and women burn fat while maintaining or gaining muscle. Strength training with weights will also help increase your metabolism while at rest, allowing you to continuously burn more calories throughout the entire day. The point is, if you want a healthy hormonal profile, strength training with weights is one of your best bets. Next, you'll want to find the perfect meal frequency to keep you from feeling hungry and to also keep you from overeating throughout the entire day. For me, it works really well to simply have just one meal a day. However, some people may find themselves extremely hungry all day if they don't eat. These types of people may do better with small meals throughout the day because otherwise they'll just binge late at night. A diet that makes you feel like you're starving is unsustainable and it will lead to failure. The same thing can be said about a diet that feels like a burden because it constantly requires your time and attention. You want your diet to fit well with your preferences and your lifestyle. If you happen to be the type of person that is busy throughout the day and would prefer to eat less frequently, it can actually save you a good amount of calories throughout the day if you decide to do that. If you've always eaten breakfast, lunch, and dinner and you want to try to eat only once or twice a day, you have to understand that it will take you some time to adapt. But once you get used to it, your cravings for food throughout the day will drop and eating only once becomes a lot easier than you would think. The point is, if you prefer larger meals and have a good tolerance for fasting for longer stretches of time, try to eat less frequently. If you prefer to eat every couple hours, just make sure that you're sticking to smaller meals. The next thing you should do is only drink water. And no, not because drinking water will make you somehow lose weight. It seems like everyone, including many experts, are convinced that drinking water leads to more fat loss. However, just because you drink a gallon of water each day doesn't mean that you're going to be burning any more fat. I've seen so many people measure every last drop of water that they have throughout the day, and then they eat some junk like cookies before bed. Again, drinking more water will not make you lose more fat, but by only drinking water, you avoid all those sweetened drinks that would add a bunch of excess calories to your diet. By avoiding juices, sodas, and even things like Gatorade and vitamin water, you can significantly reduce how many calories you take in per day without even thinking about it. Also, by avoiding them for only a few days, your desire for all kinds of sweets will decrease. The last way to lose weight without dieting is by only leaving healthy food out in plain sight. We eat what we see, and if you leave a bag of chips out in the open, you'll probably reach for those chips first thing when you get hungry. On the other hand, if you leave a bowl full of fruits out, you'll probably reach for some fruit. For this reason, take all your junk food and put it somewhere out of plain sight. This way, instead of unconsciously munching on junk food, you can eat your single ingredient foods first before deciding that you actually want to eat the foods that are less filling but higher in calories. Now, I know that these 5 tips seem simple, and like I said in the very beginning, they are not by any means magical, but when you actually apply them, it becomes easy to lose weight and stay lean year-round without restricting yourself or counting calories all day long. You'll reset your hormones, you'll fix your metabolism, decrease daily caloric intake, you'll increase fullness, and by prioritizing, you'll still be able to enjoy your favorite junk foods in moderation after you've already taken the edge off of your hunger. That's it, guys. I really hope this video has helped you out. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe to this channel to see more free content just like this. And if you're looking for a done-for-you approach for weight loss that requires literally no trial and error on your part, try my 6-week challenge where on average my clients are losing 20 pounds or 5% of their body fat in only 6 weeks. The challenge comes with many different diet models that will help you lose weight without feeling like you're actually dieting. In fact, our most common complaint about our program is that people feel too full, but then when they step on the scale, they surprisingly lose 3 or 4 pounds every single week. The challenge comes with a 42-day progressive workout plan with a full video exercise library that includes both in-home and in-gym versions of the workout plan. You also get an accountability coach to help guide you and keep you focused for all 6 weeks. That coach will check in with you every week directly with messages sent to your phone. The best part is that we offer you the opportunity to earn the challenge for free just by sticking to the plan, not cheating, and not quitting. This incentivizes you to actually complete the challenge and to stay honest the whole time. Getting you to stick to the plan is the most important thing, because out of the thousands of people that I've seen go through this challenge, I've not once seen someone not cheat, not quit, and not hit their weight loss and body composition goals. To find out more about the challenge, you can click the link below in the description, or you can visit my website directly at gravitytransformation.com. I'll see you guys soon.